Are you trying to eat Mr. Elephant? You're just trying to eat Mr. Oh, I bet that ear is tasty. Nom nom. You just want to put everything in your mouth right now, don't you? Doesn't matter what it is, your mouth is going on it. Silly boy. Silly boy.
Hey YouTube!
Hi!
Hi, so this is David and Belinka and starring Julian.
Yes, say hi.
And say hi, buddy. Our video is going to be about him, so we have some things we just want to talk about since the birth. He's almost 3 months old, just what it's been like for us as first-time parents. And then we have some video clips we want to show you guys afterwards.
Yeah.
Too. So, I'm looking at my phone because we have things written down. So don't forget. So, you want to start?
Well,
The birth, the experience, what it was like as...
Actually, I described most of the experience on my blog, which you can find on my website, fergusonfamily.wix.com. And
Look in the description field.
yeah, it was, I don't know, it was amazing. I had no help, no anesthesia or anything like that, no medical, yeah.
It was nice, we were the only ones there. It's like this little house that they kind of designed as a little doctor's office and birthing suite. And it was awesome. They were so nice. We had 2 nurses there, plus Blinka's mom is a neonatal nurse. My mother was there, and it was amazing. Like, Blinka was sweet through the whole process, and I have to say this. When there was a point where she's like, I can't do this, which I guess a lot of mothers go through, and it was when the labor was getting really intense, and she was right before she was going to do the hard pushing, and everyone just all together, like 5 women in the room, and we were just like, no, you can do it, you can do it, and she just pushed through it and did it like a champ, and I kept saying after she had the baby, I can't believe you did it, you really did it. It was so cool. And she did. She just did it like a complete champ. And she was still her sweet self. You know, some people, they say they change when they're having a baby. Bless you. Bless you. She was just completely nice. And what I was going to say was, when she was having the baby, the midwife said, okay, remember, like, when you push his head out, I'm going to have you pause for a minute. Just try to take a breath and hold still. And I'm going to turn him and pull, the shoulders out, whatever, it's easier. Well, Belinka didn't. When she started pushing, he started coming. Belinka's like, I'm sorry, I just can't stop. I can't stop. I can't. Like, she just kept apologizing to the midwife, and he came out like that. Like, as soon as his head started coming out, like this fish, he just swam on out. And I was just like, and I immediately started crying because I'm a very sensitive person, and it was amazing. It was beautiful, and we were tired because we had been up kind of for 2 days with I'm really excited, so I just stayed up as soon as she started having the contractions, even though they were minor the night before. So it had been about 48 hours that we were up, so we kind of had a little nap for an hour at the birthing center, and then we got packed up, and our moms helped us get back home, and it was nice to come home that day. And he just did well, and he was a good baby the whole time. And you don't know. You know you're having a baby and people tell you, it's kind of tough. But then we got home with, okay, we can sleep. Well, it's this whole other world, this whole new concept. You're just tired, and the baby is up every couple hours. And he was really quiet, and I just thought, our baby's different. He's really quiet and sweet. But no, he started crying just like normal, and started going to the bathroom, and you have to change his diapers, and all those things just became real. And you realize you're tired, but it was nice to have our moms the first couple days. It was kind of crowded, but it was good, and we're very thankful that we had Belinka's mom, who was a nurse, and my mom as well, to come in, and they kind of rotated the first few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you hear from other parents about these things happening, and we definitely heard it, and I remember reading about it, but it didn't really hit us until he came home. And that first week was definitely a blur. Can't remember anything that happened that week.
He doesn't like standing still. He's he's a mover and a little observer, aren't you?
Oh yeah. So yeah, that
it was a blur. The first month I feel like we had to go to the doctors, the pediatrician, like a day or two after he was born, and we're like, do we have to go? Like, we had to take him in the car seat in the car, and of course we left the birthing center in the car seat, but it's just still so scary. You're just like, can we do this? Like, everything's so new, but everything worked out fine. Our pediatrician was so nice, even though we didn't have the baby traditionally like at a hospital, and we waived some things. We kind of wanted to be more natural. We know people have been having babies for thousands of years, and nothing against hospitals, but we just wanted to do things differently and more just kind of what our views were, which is fine. So
I believe, I'm not a sick person. I'm pretty healthy. The pregnancy went fine throughout, and I know there are risks that happen, right in the middle of labor, but we believe that everything was going to be just fine. So
and everything was, which is nice, because the midwife said they were a quarter of a mile from the hospital. If something go wrong, they take you right away to the hospital. But Belinka's just a good, very healthy person, and she had a healthy delivery and a healthy boy, and he's been healthy ever since. And we've been very blessed. And it's crazy. We were talking how all we fed him is breast milk, or Belinka's breast milk, and he stayed alive for 3 months. It's just amazing how that works.
We're definitely getting used to him, and his personality is starting to show up a little bit more. I mean, they say that I can understand why they don't write in rules for babies, because each baby's different and babies change every day. So, and he's been changing.
The first month, he was just eyes closed all the time. You'd open them for a second, but he was just this little baby that you just had to take care of. And we loved him, of course, but it's just different. And then all of a sudden, 5-6 weeks, he starts giving back to you. He starts to smile a little bit. His eyes are open longer.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the cutest yawn.
And he does this thing with his eyebrows when he's really focusing on you. And it changes so quickly too. You'll be doing something and he'll start smiling, and then a second later he'll change it like that. And he's like, "What the heck are you doing?
And now he's just like, he wants to take in the world. I take him around our little apartment all the time when he's awake, and he just wants to look at everything, and look at the oven, and the mirror on the wall, and the fridge, and he's getting strong, holding his head up, and he's in the 67th percentile for his height, so we think he's going to be pretty tall.
Yeah.
And,
It's going to be a big boy.
yeah. So, we're just really, really excited and happy and proud of him.
Yeah. Another thing about him is his nails. His darn nails.
Yeah,
I can
scratch
understand.
himself.
Yeah, so as you can see, he has a little scratch mark on his nose where he dug himself in the middle of the night. It's okay. Nope.
You want to be wrapped?
And as you can see, the baby rules the house.
Yeah.
We've learned.
We've learned you just gotta be flexible. He still normally sleeps 2 to 3 hours. Sorry, 2 to 3 hours. And you don't really want to train a baby what we've read. I mean, people have different opinions, but sleep training and stuff, like he's a newborn, he needs his parents. If he cries, he needs you. And we don't want to be those people that super baby their kids, but that's just kind of how it works. And yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to baby him, and we thought for sure Belinka was like, no, he's never coming in our bed. We had a bassinet, we have a crib.
Yeah, I was so adamant about that.
Yeah.
I did not want him sleeping in our bed with us. I have this fear of rolling on him or kicking him off the bed accidentally or punching him in the face. But I don't know, it just happened.
Yeah. And this morning we woke up, he was just in between us in the bed, like we have this little
Yeah.
space where there's no pillows, nothing around him, and he's just sleeping. He looks like a little vampire.
Granted, he did take a shot and he had a skin
reaction.
skin reaction to it,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it bothered him, obviously. He was crying like we've never heard before. And it bothered us, so we had to let him sleep with us.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't really feel like you can spoil a newborn, and he's not a newborn now, but this is just what we're choosing for now. So we realize we want to have more kids, we'll see how things go. We're first time parents, we're just a little worried, and
Yeah.
we just want him to have the best life. So we're just trying to take care of him. And slowly, hopefully in a couple months, we'll try to get him back to the crib in his other room. Every now and then we have him take a nap in it, but he can tell the difference, like being by a warm body and being in the crib. And in the crib you can't put lots of things around him, you know, because that's a dangerous setting if there's something he could get smothered or, you know, so.
Yeah.
But he's really a good baby, and everyone tells us that, even the doctor, and just her mom works, you know, with babies, and everyone says he's